hashtags about Donald Trump, major concert and sports announcements, and a hungover baby taking over YouTube were all major topics this past week. So as I'm sure you're all aware, I kind of took a little hiatus last week. Part of it was because I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do, and the other part of it was because it was St. Patrick's Day. So between those two things, I kind of just let it be that I didn't do a video last week, but I've come up with a new concept for Sip Happens. I've decided to take my broadcasting degree and put it to good use and kind of turn Sip Happens into like a funny, happy, positive news source, because I feel like in the news these days everything is so negative, and you see bombings, you see the demise of the US government, you hear about killings and about murders and all this stuff all the time, and I feel like a lot of people don't get the chance to see all the positive things happening every week, or something funny, just something to lighten up the mood so that not everything is so heavy. So with that, I've decided that I want to turn this into a weekly update on whatever is funny on the internet, or if something really cool happened that's there's a cool concert coming to town, or tickets go on sale for a show or whatever. I want to be the first to announce it here, or kind of at least do a weekly wrap up that explains what's going on and where you can find it, and kind of give you guys all of the access and information that you can. Now, the stuff that I post on here will just be stuff that I kind of collect throughout the week, either from Facebook, people posting or sharing certain links and stuff, or Twitter. Trending hashtags are always a boatload of information, and then it could just be from talking to people and from what I hear that people are interested in or talking about, or something funny that my friends shared with me that I want to share with you to just kind of put a smile on your face. So let's see what happened this past week. For starters, Twitter users decided to show their humor and start trending the hashtag #SaferThanATrump rally. For those of you that don't know, the Donald Trump rallies have been completely out of hand lately. I'm talking people getting into ridiculous fistfights and protesters versus Trump supporters, and it's been completely ridiculous. And they even had to cancel one of the rallies in Chicago because people are stupid. I actually went to a Trump rally in Michigan just to kind of see what the hype was about, and they didn't get into physical fights really, but there were people that were kicked out literally for just being obnoxious, and Trump was eating it up, just standing up there and get him out of here, you're fired on his apprentice. Anyways, #SaferThanATrump rally started trending all over Twitter, and I have to say some people's responses were pretty hilarious. Some people played it safe, as in this one that said shopping for basically anything on Black Friday, because we all know how dangerous Black Friday can be. But of course, most Twitter users were pretty savage in their responses with the hashtag. One person said taking a week-long voyage on the Titanic was #SaferThanATrump rally. Another one said a glass of water in Flint, Michigan was #SaferThanATrump rally. Eating at Chipotle is #SaferThanATrump rally. And finally, letting Bill Cosby buy you a drink. Yeah, I kind of hate that last guy a lot, but beside the point. Another funny thing that's been floating around the internet is the trailer for a new movie called Sausage Party. Now, at first glance, it looks like a super cute movie that's for kids and all about food in the grocery store and animated and everything. But then, about halfway into the trailer, you hear the word fuck, and you realize that this is actually not so child appropriate after all. I personally think it looks completely hilarious, and I'll probably go and see it the day it comes out, which is August 12th. Now, another movie that made it onto the internet this week was Disney's Jungle Book. They announced the trailer a while ago, but this week they posted an actual clip from the movie. But if you want to see the full movie, it comes out on April 15th. Not sure how into music concerts you are, but there's been a ton of buzz about two major tours this past week. Tickets for both Lollapalooza and Vans Warped Tour went on sale this week, and they both announced their lineups for the summer. Some of the highlights for artists performing at Lollapalooza include J. Cole and Ellie Goulding, who I absolutely adore, Radiohead, Major Lazer, Disclosure, G-Eazy, and Martin Garrix. The tickets for Lollapalooza already sold out within the first couple of days. So you might have to keep an eye out on StubHub and stuff like that for those. Some of the big artists performing at Warped Tour include Falling in Reverse, 4 Years Strong, Good Charlotte, Mayday Parade, which like throwback to when I was like 15. Although I'm pretty sure I still have the Good Charlotte CD in my car, so I can't really talk. And they have Sleeping with Sirens, The Somerset, and so many more awesome bands. Also, one of my friends is in a band, and he is competing against a bunch of other bands to try and be able to play at Warped Tour. And the way he can win this competition is if you go onto Facebook, and I posted it on my page, but if you search Here We Harbor, you can look them up and you can share the link to their Warped Tour page, and if you share their music video, it all depends on how many shares they get and how many views they get on their video. So please try and help them out if you can. If concerts aren't your thing, then maybe soccer is. Chelsea FC just announced that they'll be playing Real Madrid at the Big House in Ann Arbor on July 30th. Personally, I'm completely ecstatic because I get to see Cristiano Ronaldo play live, and pretty much all I really care about. The last time the Big House hosted a game this big was back in 2014 when Manchester United beat Real Madrid. Tickets for the Chelsea vs. Madrid game go on sale April 5th, but there are some pre-sales that start as early as March 29th. The links for the game are in the description below, and if you sign up through that link, you'll get a pre-sale code and kind of beat everybody else to it. This past Wednesday was National Puppy Day, so here are some pictures of puppies. Apparently a good old Oreo just doesn't cut it anymore. So the company has decided to create all of these gross other flavors to try and sell them to you. It's basically like throwing shit against a wall and seeing what sticks. Anyways, their newest flavor is strawberry shortcake, and it becomes available on April 4th, but with a catch, of course. It's only offered in Walmart stores. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, go on out to Walmart on April 4th and pick yourself up a couple packages. If you were like a vast majority of the population last week and went out to celebrate a holiday that has nothing to do with your heritage, you probably went into work on Friday feeling slightly hungover. Well, as if you needed someone to describe how you felt, Drunk Baby posted a video the morning after St. Patrick's Day as Hungover Baby. And I must admit, it is every conversation you've ever had the morning after a night out. From the embarrassing Snapchats you took to swearing you'll never drink again, Hungover Baby hits the important things you think about after a night out. Hopefully, you got to watch it the morning after St. Patrick's Day, and it made your hangover feel a little bit better. Speaking of St. Patrick's Day, and since I didn't post last week because of it, I thought I'd throw in a few clips of me and my friends from this past weekend, and kind of how we celebrated the holiday that has nothing to do with my background. Welcome to Sip Happens! Hi guys, I'm Brie.
Oh god, I'm Danny.
And sometimes Sip happens. Sometimes Sip happens. Sometimes Sip happens. Distracted you long enough to kind of take a break from all the bad negative news and to focus on some of the good. Sometimes you can't help what makes it into the news and what shows up on your news feed, but you know, it happens. If you go into the description below, I have all the links to the movies and to everything else from this video, so you can check it out there.